July was a very challenging month for me, not just because of the weather, but because I had to choose perfumes and fragrances that I normally maybe wouldn't use, and a few of these I went against the grain, but hey ho, that's life. Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome back to another edition of the Fragrantician here on my channel. If you've just clicked on, you've clicked onto madness, so welcome. I don't follow the grain, I go against the grain, and I have my trusty friend Claude here, which you can see with his tail up here. There he is. He has to be on my lap all the time, my little co-host. So let's, the hair's flying everywhere, even though I groom him several times a week. Let's get on. The first one for July. These are, and I wore more than these, but these I wanted to share with you, just a few, because every month I do this, and it's now, we're in August, so I'm a little bit behind. So the first one I wanted to talk about was Versace Crystal Noir. This is, as Dr. Claire Smith calls it, a vampire on holiday. And that's me. And I was nearly going to declutter this. So glad I didn't. I have a little dinky 30 ml, but I have used a fair bit of it. Probably about 20 ml left of this. This is beautiful. This is, I detect a little bit of blackcurrant in this, but it has this tropical feeling about it, which you could wear all year round. And I know that Chantel Tiffany, one of our other YouTubers here, talks of this as a night clubbing fragrance. Now, I would say it's actually a night clubbing fragrance, maybe in the summer. Not sure about the winter, but there we go. And I'm not a seasonal fragrance wearer, but this has good longevity and it's a good little performer. Versace Crystal Noir, a vampire on holiday. Oh, so you're going to talk to me now, are you? I have Marie down here. She won't get on my lap when Claude is here because there's just not enough space, is there, Claude? Oh, I've got an itchy nose. Do you know what? I've never suffered with hay fever. And for the first time this year, I've had it so bad. And the pollen season has come down a bit. It's now medium. But I've been taking antihistamines. Does anybody else have this problem? Please comment down below. The next one is Love by Lust. This to me is just all about the bergamot. And I adore it. I wore this to work several times. Yes, you just make yourself comfy. Make yourself comfy. There you go, boy. It is a... Do you know what? I need some glasses. I really do, because there's a little bit of ylang-ylang in this, so it gives it a little bit of brightness. So it has this yellow floral in it, which I really love, combined with that bergamot. It's happy. It's uplifting. It's just beautiful. Love by Lust. Now this next one is Anais, Premier Delice de Cacharel. Now this isn't the original Anais, or as one of my work colleagues said, oh, that's Anais. Yes, you know who you are if you're watching. No, yeah, you can call it Anais, but the French call it Anais. So that's how I like to call it. Yeah, I know, call me whatever. I've been called worse. But this is pear, and this is a departure from the original Anais. This is pear, and this has this cocoa note. It's bright, it's zingy. I think this will work really well in autumn and winter. And is this really a summer fragrance? Maybe not. It is a stunning pear and cocoa, and It's a real fruity floral. If you think, oh, this, I love the original, Anais. This is completely different. It has, maybe it has about 10% of that vibe. The rest of it, though, is such a floral, fruity gourmand. By gourmand, I mean it's this pear and cocoa. Those are the stars. And I love it. And I think it's such a little kitsch, beautiful bottle. The next one is Summer, Sex and the Sea Neroli by Francesca Bianchi. I mean, that's a fair bit of dent in this. This is 30ml perfume extract. We're talking perfume extract. This is oceanic, is that the word? Ocean in a bottle, as far as I'm concerned. Now, compared to the original Sex and the Sea, I would wear that all year round, even though that has coconut and pineapple in. I feel that's an all year round appropriate scent. This to me is for the summer and sun, and I adore it. And Richard loves it as well. The neroli in this isn't too profound. It isn't too pronounced, I should say. Profound, pronounced? Is that the word? I don't know. Profond is the French. Well, it's more deep, that is. But this is strong. This, when I've worn this to work, sometimes when I wear this to work as well, people have said to me, oh, you smell a little bit sherbety. And it does have a little bit of a sherbety feeling in it. But I love it. Sex and the Sea. Neroli, Francesca Bianchi, strong, powerful, all of them are anyway, but this is 30ml perfume extract. My beloved Tender Poison by Dior. This I will actually only wear in spring and summer. 95% of the time, I'm not a seasonal wearer. There are some perfumes like this I think I can only wear in spring and summer. I got this in the dead of winter at Christmas last year, wore it then and felt it didn't really perform. Spring and summer, this is such a performer. It blooms. It has this kind of like multifaceted floral in it, but it is green. By green, I mean the leaves, the stems of the flowers, but it has this, it's not spiky green, it's gentle. It makes me euphoric, and that's why I like it, and slightly tender as well. Sadly discontinued. Look at that atomizer there. They always made, in the 80s and 90s, they always made those thick atomizers, which I loved. I loved that. Tender Poison by Christian Dior. And then we move on to Mists of Time by Gallagher. I don't have to spray this. This is so strong. I have done a review on this, and this I want to know what it's like in the autumn and winter, especially the dead of winter, because in the summer it blooms perfectly. It is this candied orange combined with this blackcurrant and these, it's patchouli, but it's not too pronounced with the patchouli, and it has birch and it has this like slightly aquatic feel to it. I call this my sitting gently under a weeping willow tree, watching the swans go by. This is the only Gallagher fragrance that I own. I am meaning to get Rosé all day. Yes, I am. It is next on my list. That wasn't a love at first sniff. But then when I started to wear it more, it became more addictive. Rosé all day. Mists of Time, though, is it's a childhood fragrance for me. So it reminds me of my grandmother blackberry picking in the summer. I wonder what it'll be like in winter. Who knows? But it's just a stunning fragrance. Gallagher Fragrances, Mists of Time. Now the next one I will again really only wear in spring and summer like I did last year, and that is Diptyque L'ombre dans l'eau, which you can actually see a swan there. The shade in the water, yes. This is blackcurrant again, but with rose and all of the vines growing. Literally is like in your garden. fantastic sillage, but not the best longevity on my skin. But that's okay, because I do overspray. I always like to turn fragrance to the side here so you can see how much I've used. Let's just actually just reacquaint myself with this one. Yeah, it is like you're sniffing those leaves with the vines and the rose, and it's sharp, and you've got to like it. But it's one of those fragrances that is sharp yet gentle. It has this dual personality, as I like to call it, and it's a really beautiful fragrance. As I say, not the best longevity. Lovely sillage and projection, but not the best longevity, but who cares? I overspray. Diptyque L'ombre dans l'eau. And finally, I had to use a Guerlain, and that is Vol de Nuit, Night Flight. This is, oh, look at that spray, and just, this is what I call a spa in a bottle. This is slightly soapy, fresh, but enigmatic, this fragrance. It's a real true freshie that does project for about 2 hours. It really does. It keeps projecting, and then it sits close to the skin. But it's so nice, very work appropriate. It was Katharine Hepburn's signature. If you don't know who she is, look her up. But yes, Guerlain Vol de Nuit. It's just comforting. It was lovely in the hot weather. Very lovely in the hot weather. Something where you could just come out of the shower and spray with gay abandon, and just, yeah, 7 or 8 sprays I did of this, and all over, and I just absolutely loved it. So those were my best of the best, what I used in the month of July. The heat, we had temperatures up to 39, 40 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, well over 100. But yes, it was so hot. About 2 weeks ago, it was particularly sweltering hot. It's still muggy, overcast today, but muggy. But what did you wear in the month of July? Comment down below. Until next time, when people say you can't do it, look them in the eye. Say you can, and you will, and prove them wrong. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.